Hi, this is Peter Tosto. I'm with ClassWorx, and the purpose of this meeting today, this Zoom meeting, is to show people how you can benefit from using ClassWorx. And specifically today, we're going to be speaking to fitness instructors. You could be yoga teachers, fitness instructors, spin people who do spin classes, whoever it is that might be in fitness that may want to reach more people through virtual. We work with Zoom on that. We also use Stripe as our payment gateway. So as you know, a lot of people in the past 12 months have been, many people have been confined to their homes or unable to go to studios because the studios have been closed due to the pandemic that most of the world, the whole world, has been experiencing. So what we did was, back in June, we identified this issue. It wasn't something we had to struggle to identify. We knew it was there. I was actually in a sauna riding a stationary bike, and I was thinking how so many other people need to be able to benefit from the safety of being able to continue to exercise and get a workout in, but not have the consequences of possibly catching something from someone else, or possibly giving something that they got to someone else, specifically, in the past year, COVID-19. So what we did was we identified the issue. We knew that virtual has been out there for years. It's not new, but we know that we've been successful in helping people with their marketing through another company that we work with, Find It, and Find It owns findit.com. So we knew that we could develop a platform in which instructors could join, and then we would be able to assist those instructors or performers, anyone who wanted to basically use ClassWorx to connect with people virtually. We would be able to help them market through our over 15 years just dealing with Transworld News and Find It and other platforms that we've worked with to push content out to reach people for our clients. We knew that we would be able to do this for our instructors. So instructors right now, many of them are using Instagram and different forms of social media to reach their students. But one of the things that we've identified is a lot of instructors are already reaching their students that were already going to their classes physically prior to March of last year. But we've identified that there's a lot of instructors out there that people would love to go to, and many of you instructors may already be experiencing this, but maybe they don't live in the same city as you. So you might have an instructor that teaches yoga in Los Angeles, and they have people that know them in Charlotte, North Carolina, or Minneapolis, Minnesota, or here in Atlanta, that don't get to go to them because they're not physically in Los Angeles. This is a solution to that. People can now take classes virtually using Zoom, and there's other platforms, but we use Zoom. And the instructors can benefit from this monetarily by offering their classes virtually from wherever they are, and be able to charge a fee for those classes if they choose to. So with ClassWorx, it's very simple to set up an account. It's free. You go to classworx.com, and that's with an X. So it's ClassWorx. You go there, you set up your account. Once you set up your account, inside the account manager, and I'll go on the screen that I have open, you click on Manage Profile. And on the left-hand side, you're going to see your navigation where it says Edit Profile, Pictures, Video. You can retrieve videos and put them in there from YouTube. Billing. So billing, let me explain very quickly. ClassWorx offers two types of billing to instructors and to members that are going to be teaching or hosting classes virtually. The first is, well, there's two. One is you can pay a monthly fee of $108 a month, and that gives you access to ClassWorx. You can post your schedules, you can put up pictures, you can put up videos, and we will promote your classes that are upcoming, and I'll show you how we do that in a couple of minutes. The thing that happens is on $108 a month, anybody who comes to your classes that you charge a fee, you get to keep all of that money minus the processing fees that Stripe charges. If you choose to do the 8% pay as you go, anyone who comes to your classes that's paying, ClassWorx gets 8 cents per dollar. So if you're charging, let's say $10 a class, ClassWorx gets 80 cents of that. You get a gross of $9.20 less the 3% that Stripe charges you regardless. So it's a nice way to decide which way you want to go. And depending on how many attendees you have and the prices that you charge for your class, you can figure out, is the $108 a better way to go than the 8%? You might net more money for yourself at the end of each month. What we do, in addition to, once we have instructors on the platform, we really want to help them succeed and grow their community. So we're going to be putting out content through different platforms that we utilize, promoting the instructors, their profiles as a whole on ClassWorx, along with their upcoming class schedule. And I'll get to that too. The next thing on the screen is Stripe. You just simply go in, put in your information that Stripe requests from you. It's basic tax information, your bank account information, so that when you have students that are coming, they send you the money as soon as they send it. And then they also have your tax information for the IRS, obviously. Zoom is very simple. If you have a Zoom account, you just link your Zoom account to your ClassWorx account, and you just do it the same way. Now, what's a little bit different is when someone signs up for a class on ClassWorx, they're going to get an email with a link in it to go to the class. So you're not going to have people, and I'm not saying everyone has this, but I'm assuming that some people have experienced where you're sending out the link to your Zoom class and you're giving people your ID, and then they say they're going to Venmo you the money, or they're going to send you the money after the class, and maybe they forget and they don't. This would prevent that. People that come to ClassWorx and they click on the link, they're going to get an email. The email is not going to be able to be used by someone else. It's a specific email. It's not supposed to be able to be used by someone else. They don't get to see the ID. They just go to the class, and then they'll be able to, they can't share the link to other people so that they can crash your class. As far as the Zoom API goes, that's how we set it up, and that's how it's supposed to work. But again, that's Zoom. It's separate from ClassWorx, but it is supposed to work that way. And it also guarantees that if you are charging a fee, the only way they get that ID is after they've paid you through ClassWorx. The profile section, well, let me back up. As far as classes goes, you get to add the classes, you get to name the class, put in your description, the maximum number of students, the cost per class. And then once you do that, you will also be able to set it in the schedule. There's a scheduler in there that you can go to. And then you can show your upcoming classes. So let me go to what we do as far as people that have done classes with us. Let me show you kind of some of the stuff that we do to promote those classes. So we recently had a fitness instructor down in Florida who hosted a class last week. His name is Paul Tracy, and we put out a press release, and it hit about over 200 websites. Yahoo is one of those. It went out through AccessWire. And these releases on an individual basis through AccessWire, a few $100s minimum. We have a corporate account with them. We've been working with them on another company that we've had for years. So we are able to put out a large number of press releases and keep our costs down. And one of the reasons why that's important for instructors is we want to get out as much information on the instructors that are putting on classes as possible, because we want you to be successful, because obviously that helps ClassWorx become more successful. So if you scroll down a little bit, you'll see that we put a description in here about Paul Tracy. We create these banners. These are banner ads that we create. And if you open the link, you're going to go to Paul's page. On Paul's page, he's got pictures. You can upload videos. I'll show you another person who has a bunch of videos uploaded. We give the class details. how long it's going to be. Paul has included his certifications. We have a video in there describing what ClassWorx does, and then legal information as far as our safe harbor stuff goes. Here's another release that we did on Dr. Mary Clifton, who did an event on Delta 8 THC. She was also doing an event right before Paul was, so we combine those together to actually, and this can be very helpful where you combine 2 or 3 people together in the same release as an upcoming event, especially if they do different things, because then you can have overlap. So you might have someone that wants to go to a blast class for cardio, but they also want to go to a yoga class. Now, the one instructor who does a blast class for cardio might not teach yoga. So if you have multiple instructors that teach different things, it's a great way for people to grow their communities off of other communities. It can really, really be helpful. Some people might not like that, but from a marketing standpoint, it gets more people out there. It gets more people coming to ClassWorx. It gets more people seeing your profile. So here's some more information, and you can go to Yahoo and type in ClassWorx with an X and see the news releases. Here's another release that we did with a chef in New York, well-known chef, personal friend of mine, Paul Gerard. We did some classes with him. He actually did a beta testing class with us, which was very successful. And, you can just go and see, we really try to have the instructors look the best way that they possibly can in the releases that we do, and then in the content that we do. Now, if you go to ClassWorx and you type into Google ClassWorx with an X, on the right-hand side, you'll see that we're really working with Google as far as Google My Business, promoting the platform to get as many people recognizing that we're out here as possible. We obviously we have a Facebook page, we have an Instagram page, we have a LinkedIn page, but we do know that a lot of people don't use Google My Business, but it's really, really helpful as far as getting things indexed rapidly and being able to use the platform to be able to reach more people pretty quickly. We also have software called Canva, which we can create really great ads from rather quickly. We also do video production. We use SEMrush also as an analytic for the website to make sure that we're indexing as well as we can under the search terms. But when you create your profile, if you're an instructor, make sure that what you're putting in there is what you want someone to search for in Google to find you. So if you are a fitness instructor and you want people to know that you teach out of, let's say, Los Angeles, Miami, Santa Monica, Babylon, New York, the Hamptons, wherever it might be, make sure that you're including that information in your ClassWorx profile. And you can call us. We're at 470-448-4734. You can call us and we can help you with that. The next screen that I'm showing everyone is our Alexa ranking. Alexa is a system that's set up with Amazon, and it tracks websites and how much traffic they're getting compared to everyone else. We just launched ClassWorx this year. I mean, we had it built out, but it wasn't set up to have people use it. We launched it this year, and our global ranking is 86,718, according to Alexa, which is very respectable. I mean, that global ranking is considering all of the websites out there combined. And then our engagement is people are coming and looking at a little over 6 pages per visit. They're on the site about 14 minutes, which means they're, reading information, maybe watching the videos that are on the site, looking at pictures. So it's really, really worth it to make sure that the content when you create your profile is as much about you as you want people to see, because that's really going to help people want to decide whether or not to take your class or not. And then we're increasing the number of sites that we have linking in. And then this is ClassWorx account. So we've tried to do a decent job with it, and I'll give you an idea. So here you've got the upcoming events. This is today's event. We're doing another one on Thursday. Over here, you've got pictures that we've put up. Here's the about section. So it's not a lot of information. We kept it pretty brief. We are who we are. Underneath that is 3 videos that we've pulled in. But if you go to the video section, we have 7 videos in there, and these you can play. I mean, if you click on that, they'll open up. The videos will play. So if you have videos from your classes that you've done in the past, great way to get people to get an idea, a glimpse of what you do, to have them come to your virtual class. If you click on the images, this is very important when you're creating your images. We have a place for titles to go with images. So a lot of people might not be familiar with search engine optimization or SEO, but it's something you can call us about. We want to make sure that you guys and gals and people out there have all their information in there, that it makes it easier for search engines to index your pages on ClassWorx, so that you can end up growing your community by having people that you've never met before find you and then come to your class because they were able to see you in the ClassWorx directory because of your indexing in Google. So these are all pictures that we've created and banners we've created, and we're more than happy to help our members with these types of things and spread the word. The other thing that's really cool is as you build up your profile and you build up your classes and your content, there's all these share buttons on the side where people can share your information. So if I go up here, just to give you guys an idea, we haven't been around very long, as you know. We have over 455 shares already from the homepage. I'm going to log out of this account and I'm going to log into the ClassWorx account real quick, and just give you an idea of how you can go into the manage profile section here. And when you're in classes, you can see here your classes. So you can set up, let's say you're an instructor and you know you're going to be doing, let's say 5 or 6 different classes, different types of classes, maybe a level 2, 3 class, a level 1 class, a yin class, you know, for yoga, maybe a meditation class, maybe a spin class, but you have different levels that you might be doing. You can go in and create a new class just by clicking add class, put in that description. Once you've done that, that doesn't go away. You can use that over and over and over again. So once you get the class that you want set up, you can go into the calendar section here and simply, let's say I want to go to April 2nd. I can just click on April 2nd and I can add the time that the class is going to start and the end time and click OK. And now I've got that class scheduled. So if you want to set up your calendar, which would be fantastic, a couple of months in advance if you have the same schedule. The reason why that's important, not only for you to get it done and out of the way, is the further out ClassWorx knows that you have classes coming up, the sooner we can start marketing and promoting your classes that are going to be taking place in the future. So the more notice that we have, the better. Also, the further out that you go, the more Google and Yahoo and Bing have content to index on upcoming classes that you've got. This is Paul Gerard. He's the chef. This is his profile. So you can see all the pictures that he's got in here. That's Paul's son, Frankie, eating a pizza. That's Paul carrying food. They speak for themselves, obviously, right? They're a picture. And that's those things. And then you've got his information, his about section, and you've got some videos of him. This one's with Anthony Bourdain, rest in peace. But Paul's been around for a while in the New York area as a chef at Soho House, Soho Grand Hotel. So, you know, some people might know him, but you can really do a lot and make this really come to life. There's information on how it works on ClassWorx. There's the services that we provide on ClassWorx, as far as attaching to Zoom, Stripe, getting paid, how we promote your classes, how we share the benefits of it. I encourage you to check it out. We obviously would love everyone that's watching this to become an instructor on ClassWorx. We want to help you guys reach more people, and maybe more importantly, we want the people that need your direction, your encouragement, your teaching skills to reach you and find you. And we really believe that the people, if they can come on to ClassWorx, that's how important ClassWorx is going to be. If you take all the people off of all of these other social networking platforms, the social networking platforms have nothing. It's you guys who make the social networking platforms and ClassWorx what it is. We can give you the tools. We can provide you with the services. We can really promote and get you in front of more people. But unless you're on it, doesn't matter how good it is. It doesn't matter how great it can be. It only works if you're on it. So we really hope that you'll get on it. We really hope that we can work with you in the future. And we hope that we can connect more students with phenomenal instructors like you out there. Namaste. Thank you.